Goedemorgen, dames en heren. Wij zijn in verbinding met Stanley Doney, die op dit moment in de UK verblijft, in Londen aanwezig is, voor zover ik het allemaal begrepen heb. En wij willen graag wat nader, we zijn nieuwsgierig naar wat hij ons te vertellen heeft in zo'n, nou laat ik maar zeggen, droge softbaltijd. So, Stanley, good morning.
Good morning,
nice to have you here.
Yeah, good morning, mate.
We have a period of only still I forgot the word, but there's no much softball in this moment. So we want to make some interviews with you and other coaches, players, and so we can hear about your things, what you are doing. The deadline for the transfers was 15 November. It looks like Olympia got quite a few reinforcements. What can you tell about it?
Yes, I think we've gained 6 or 7 players over the off season. That stemmed because we only had like 2 or 3 players at training on the national team girls' day off. So we had a lot of the time we had more coaches than players at training, and it was quite obvious we were running out of bodies at the end of the year. So I said to the coaching staff and the players, I said, we're going to load this team up next year so we can compete for places, because I think I said it at the Holland series, we only had like 9 fit bodies going into that final game, and that shouldn't happen. I should have plenty of players to choose from, and we're going to make sure we have players to choose from next season.
Okay. And you are satisfied with these players? You think they are very good?
They're at different stages of their careers. So I like to have my experienced, established ones. And I like to have 2 sort of rookies. When I say rookies, they're still good players, but they're still a year or 2 away before they can contribute to the team wholeheartedly in a couple of more seasons. But I like those projects because they're the ones that take a lot more coaching, and they take up a bit more time, but you always have to do that because some of our older girls, well, you're still coaching them, but you feel like you're babysitting them more now because they're already established players.
Well, if I may so bold, you need a strong pitcher in addition to your 3 pitchers, Marielle, Lisa, and Allison. Do you see that in that way?
Yeah, we've got some girls that are doing pitching training at the moment, and we might be reactivating one pitcher from the past. So I'm pretty happy in that department. It's going to be interesting, but hey, I like things when it's interesting and you don't know what's going to happen. So we're going to give it a crack and we'll see what happens next season.
Okay. Well, how do you estimate Olympia's chances in coming season?
It's going to be tough. I think there's going to be 4 main teams at the moment. A couple of the clubs have loaded up because of Quick. It sounds like Quick softball club has just imploded. They lost 15 players, which I don't know how they're going to field a team, or if they are going to field a team in the Golden League next year. So all it's really done is it's reverted back to the old way, which was the best way, when it was a 16 competition. Because if it's a 16 competition, you times that by 9 players, that means that your best 54 players are playing against each other, including the foreign players. But there's not enough top tier talent to really have 8 teams. And the way that I explain that is hitters 7, 8, and 9 should not be easy outs. And in a lot of the teams, batters 7, 8, and 9, it was just a free inning for the pitchers. And so that also gives you distorted statistics for the pitching. So I think it's good that Textown have got the players they have, and they're going to be really strong. Roof are going to be really strong once they get all their university players back. And who's the other team? Oh, yeah, Sparks. Sparks have already got 20 plus good players. You look at their squad and how deep they are. That's why they don't need any additions, because they're already loaded. So it's going to be tough between those teams, and the Quick players that have gone to Pirates will make Pirates stronger. And depending on who Pirates get over, they could be competitive as well. So it's going to be a good league. I mean, there's enough talent in the Netherlands for 6 strong teams. I just don't know if there's enough for 7 or 8 with the rules that you have in place. There is if you allow the foreigners to come over and help the clubs, and the clubs are organised, but because of the rules that you have in place, it's just too hard to do.
So you think that Onze Gezellen and Pirates won't be the clubs who can challenge the other clubs?
If they're only allowed one, it depends if they get the American pitcher in. But I think their club policies are, it doesn't have to be American pitcher, a foreign pitcher. I think their club policies are that they just go with Dutch players. And I think I said before, there's not enough strong Dutch talent to fill out 8 teams.
Okay, so then we are talking about the state of Dutch softball, I think. Are there opportunities to improve it?
There's always opportunities to improve it.
And what do you think about it? Where do you think of?
I've been gone. I've been away for 2 years, and I've got 5 players in the national program, but I hear good things about the national program, but I just look at results. I don't really care about what you do in between your day job, or if it is your job. At the end of the day, it's a results-based industry, and I can only go. I remember my time there, and the girls did quite well. And I think 2017, you won the Europeans, but since 2017, it hasn't been as good. I don't know the reasoning for that. I haven't really thought about it, to be honest, because once I left, and I've been with New Zealand for the last 2 years, I was trying to get them to the Olympics, so I haven't really focused on Dutch softball. But in my year back, the talent's still there, still loads of talent running around. The pitching is maybe not, it's still good. I don't know if it's as strong. Obviously, having Eva out injured, like, it's obvious that Eva's the ace of the national team. And, well, we had Lisa Hopp, who got MVP, who's loaded with talent, but she's still got a long way to go in terms of being up there internationally. It's one thing to be good in Europe, but as I told the girls back in 2016, I don't compare yourself to Italy and Czech anymore. It's like you're chasing USA and Japan. Everything that you're evolving around your coaching is, how do we catch up to the USA and Japan? I don't even think, and Canada, Australia, but even Australia is beatable on days, depending if you get it right. But that's my mentality of thinking. When I'm developing the players at Olympia, that's what I'm training them up to do. I'm not training them up to win a Holland series. I don't really, I've already won that. I'm training these girls up so that they could one day hopefully compete against the Japanese and Americans. That's the mindset. But I don't know what mindset they have. All I know is the mindset that I try and instill when I'm coaching the players.
Okay. In August, Olympia is playing for the European Championship for club teams, the Premier Cup. How are you going to handle that? I see the biggest competition in the 2 Italian teams. Do you see it also?
Again, yeah, just look at the history. It's either an Italian or a Dutch team that's winning it, with maybe a Czech team every now and again, or a foreign team that's loaded it up with foreign players. So, yeah, it'll be the same too. So we'll start getting to work on them once we know what their squads are, and we'll start our homework early in March or April and start working out how we're going to try and beat them.
Okay. Well, do you have anything else you want to say?
It's bloody cold over here. I wish I was in New Zealand in the summer. 50,000 new COVID cases a day. I sit there like, nobody touch me. It's like, I don't know, do you remember in the 90s, the AIDS epidemic in the 90s, in the early 90s, like, when AIDS was a thing? I'm just looking and just pretending everyone has AIDS when I walk onto the street. When we were all fearful of that back in the day, but we know that's all fine. So, yeah, it's a bit scary, but it's good to catch up. I was just out last night, caught up with old friends that I hadn't seen in 7 years. So there are good things to being back in London, but I look forward to seeing you guys soon and having a beer.
A cold beer, I suppose.
Yeah, no. The beer's here. The beer's good here, but I still miss. It's the company, Cobus. I miss your company.
Okay. Well, Stanley, Hans had made a compilation about Olympia and you. We would like to show it to you. Please stay, watch, and then we come back to you.
Okay.
Well, you're overloaded with prizes, Stanley.
Yeah, crazy season. Absolutely crazy season. And we were down and out in all those games. Just tough bunch. They're a tough bunch. That Olympia lot. They just refuse to go away like pests.
Cobus, do you mind if I break in?
Of course.
Because after watching that compilation, I think all of you know, as a federation, we always hand out awards at the end of the year. I'm sorry, my daughter's yelling in the back. I'm not sure if you're hearing it.
I understand.
Well, after watching that video, there's only really one person who's eligible for Coach of the Year in 2021, and well, that's you. So here it is. Congratulations. I think,
Hey, I've got one of those back home in New Zealand.
That's what I was saying. That's not the first time I met you, because I've seen you before and I handed you this one before. But congratulations, man.
No, thanks, Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lars did say that to me after that, but I was just like, oh, look, yeah. Like I said, it's all about the girls. I enjoy it. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to celebrate it. I'll have a few beers tonight. But thank you very much to you guys.
You need a new picture, right? You had that one with the 3 cups. Now you have another one. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
that was a great year for you. You're well deserved, man. Congratulations.
Thanks, Seb. Thank you very much, mate.
You're welcome.
Well, Stanley, from me also, congratulations with his title, with his award.
Yes, thank you, Cobus. And I enjoyed watching you sing the other month, but we didn't get to the walk. So next time I'm up in Veendam, we have to get to the walk.
Yes, we will do. Okay, thank you very much. Have fun in London, and we see us.
Thanks, Seb. Thanks, Cobus. Thanks, Hans. Thanks very much, mate.
See you, Stanley.